Hi everyone, we are live at Silicon Slopes. My name is Kristina Ayanian and I'm your host with Nasdaq. Joining me today is CEO of Whistic, Nick Sorensen. Nick, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
You've led out an initiative called Security First. What is that and why is it so important?
So Whistic is in the business of automating vendor security reviews. It's a very painstaking manual spreadsheet and email-based process. The Security First initiative was a movement that Whistic started with a number of our enterprise customers, Okta, Airbnb, Atlassian, Snapchat, Asana, TripActions, and others. And essentially we announced the death of the spreadsheet questionnaire process and the future that's based on Whistic profiles. And since the announcement of that initiative, we've had thousands of companies join the Whistic network and continue to see some momentum.
And can you talk a little bit more about that momentum in the market? Why is it so favorable right now?
So more and more companies are getting fed up with this spreadsheet and email, this manual back and forth questionnaire-based process. And more companies are recognizing the fact that they can complete security reviews without the friction. And so that concept behind the Security First initiative of companies more transparently putting their security information into a Whistic profile and using that to complete vendor security reviews is picking up speed. It's kind of an industry level movement towards more trust and transparency in the market.
And congratulations on your Series B this year. What led the success for that Series B?
Well, 11 quarters in a row of exponential growth in product adoption.
That's amazing.
So we're really excited about that. We're building a network-based business. So in the early days, it takes momentum to get that flywheel going. And we're starting to see that turn at a faster and faster pace. That's one of the key things that we're excited about. We add a lot of value to our customers. They continue to use the product, buy more from us, and that's always a key driver of those funding events.
And what are the current business trends that are driving in favor of Whistic?
So more and more companies are adopting software. So there's more and more SaaS vendors that are getting used at the given company these days. And as you do that, those companies have access to sensitive data. So these security reviews become more and more important as more software is adopted. That's trend number one. Trend number two is there's more data breaches that are actually happening. You may have heard of the SolarWinds data breach that was recently. They were used by tens of thousands of companies globally because they were compromised. That whole network of companies that use them were compromised. So more and more boards of directors don't want to be that headline. They're investing more money in this area. And then the last trend is just regulatory. There's more and more lawmakers that are passing regulation that require you to pay attention to the security of your third-party vendors.
Where do you see the future of Whistic going?
We're going to continue that exponential growth. The network is really taking shape. More and more companies adopting Whistic profiles. Less and less security reviews done with questionnaires and spreadsheet back and forth manual processes. A future with a lot less friction, a lot more security and transparency.
Thank you so much for sharing your story. We look forward to continue to follow your journey.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.